Hi.
Hi there.
Good evening. We're coming to you a little bit later than we normally do tonight, but we're glad that you're joining us for our Advent devotional, our third night of Advent, our first Tuesday of Advent. We thank you very much for joining us. We are standing out in the dark because that's kind of what our message is about today.
Kind of, yeah.
It's about finding yourself as serving as a light in other people's dark times. So David's going to start by reading us a psalm.
Yeah, this is from Psalm 10. It's verses 1 through 2 and then 10 through 18. Why, O Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? In arrogance, the wicked persecute the poor. Let them be caught in the schemes they have devised. They stoop, they crouch, and the helpless fall by their might. They think in their heart, God has forgotten. He has hidden his face. He will never see it. Rise up, O Lord. O God, lift up your hand. Do not forget the oppressed. Why do the wicked renounce God and say in their hearts, you will not call us to account? But you do see. Indeed, you note trouble and grief that you may take it into your hands. The helpless commit themselves to you. You have been the helper of the orphan. Break the arm of the wicked and evildoers. Seek out their wickedness until you find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations shall perish from this land. O Lord, you will hear the desire of the meek. You will strengthen their heart. You will incline your ear to do justice for the orphan and the oppressed, so that those from earth may strike terror no more. Amen.
Amen.
It's very heady stuff, and a lot of times it can seem like the little guy is not getting the fair shake, and it doesn't matter what time of year it is, what era it is, and it seems especially harsher right around Christmas time. Christmas is supposed to be a time of joy and love and festivity, and it seems that it just always a dark time.
For some of the people that we know and love, we know that this is the first Christmas that some people will be spending without their loved ones that they've lost over the last year. And the holidays are especially hard and can feel oppressively dark. And when we find ourselves in those times, the best thing that we can do for one another is to try to shine out what light we have. Because even however dark the time we might find ourselves in, we are connected to an incredibly powerful source of light. So,
and you can use that light to just to watch out for that branch. But no, you can connect to that light in the smallest of ways, and it will mean so much. Just give somebody a gift, or to give somebody a place to be, a place for them to feel safe and appreciated and heard.
Yeah. So our artwork for today is called Christ of the Breadlines, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. We'll post a link to it in the comments up above. I'll do my best to show it to you here. Can we get there? This is the artwork of Christ of the Breadlines. And if you can't make out what it is, it's a long line of men huddled in their coats, black and white charcoal painting. And in the middle of that line is Jesus, wrapped in his own cloak, with the light shining all around his head. And it reminds us that Jesus is going to be found in those dark places, and that's where we need to look for him, and that's where we need to bring others as well.
Often goes the Christ and the Strangers, guys.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite old hymns.
So we're going to play a song for you because it's one we're not particularly familiar with. It's In Labor All Creation Groans. And I'm going to play just a few lines of it for you. Again, we'll post a link to this song. So on this second Tuesday of Advent, we remind you to not to despair when you find yourself in those dark places. If you are somebody who is struggling with your first holiday season without somebody that you love, I encourage you, reach out to others. Let other people know that you're having a struggle. You are not alone by any stretch of the imagination.
Or if you're just struggling in general.
And it doesn't have to be your first holiday. It can just be an especially hard holiday. Grief is one of those things that it doesn't actually move in stages. It moves around and comes back around and hits you in waves and recedes and then hits you again. You are not alone. So find the light in those dark places and be the light for other people during those dark times. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. God bless you.
Bye-bye.